I left knowing very little about Kyrgyzstan. As soon as I arrived, I realized it was exactly what I was looking for. Expansive spaces, extensive silences, breathtaking mountains as far as the eye can see. Here, in the heart of Central Asia, I felt at the edge of the world, suspended outside of time. The Kyrgyz are a hospitable people, but their land is certainly not.
Yeah, come to Kyrgyzstan.
A wild, mostly deserted land. The perfect setting for an epic adventure. My name is Nelson Trees. A year ago, I traced a 1,700 kilometer long route for a bicycle race. It's been called the toughest race in the world. Today we are ready to depart. 88 cyclists from all over the world have paused their daily lives for 2 weeks to immerse themselves in a basic life on the road.
Buenos días. Salam.
Just quickly.
Who's gonna escort? Is there any security or stuff like this? Everything's in a dry bag, in a bag.
In terms of security, every rider has a GPS tracker. You can follow the race online.
Don't worry about it.
And everyone.
I'm just looking around thinking nobody else is on the mountain bike.
So the start is right here in Bishkek. We are at the start. And the finish is going to be in Chongqing, and we're going to follow a 1,720 kilometer route through Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to bring the gloves. No, sorry. I'm totally going to bring these gloves, and then I forgot.
I do not know if this will be the toughest race. I did not set out to make it so, but I know this vast country. It will surely leave its mark on these riders, as it did on me. We are the ones sending them on their way. But from there on, it will be up for them to figure it out. Being an athlete is not what will win you this race. Once you leave the confines of Bishkek, the landscape changes rapidly. The land becomes increasingly uninhabited. The scarceness of food increases with every mile. There are no hospitals nor mechanics in range. Every cyclist will have to be totally self-sufficient. It is not us, but the mountains that reign over this magnificent area. The first major obstacle riders will encounter is Kegeti Pass, 3,780 meters above sea level. Out here, weather can take you by surprise at any moment. If it does, there is not much more to do than to wait out the storm. The first participant to reach us is Kim Remakers from Belgium.
Brutal.
With his extensive experience, he has been tipped as a favourite for this competition.
Doing well, man. We're just catching up with Kim. He's the first one over Kegeti Pass. Pretty strong riding.
Glad I'm done.
Another front-runner is JP Tavari, 45 years old and a legend of endurance races.
It's a party here.
Yeah, there is. What's happening, dude?
Alright, I'm gonna let you be.
Oh no, I'm not stopping. I'm not
Oh yeah, well
Right,
shit,
go for it.
he's a smart one.
Sit here and get cold. I'm good.
While the fastest riders push through, the other cyclists stay behind. Many have been forced to camp at the base of the mountain as they wait for the snowstorm to stop.
He's a bit insane. Yeah. So you came through the pass? My God. Unbelievable. The pass on that side, there was already so many things sketchy.
One of the last to push through the storm is the young Romanian, Levente Bagali.
Come on, man, you got this. Fucking yeah.
Wow. But until here, did you come on this car?
Sorry?
Did you come here with car?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck to you, dude. Cheers.
It has been clear from the start the impact of the vast Kyrgyz landscape on this race cannot be overstated.
Vogliamo provarla a girare.
"18 hours after departure, we descend towards Songkul Lake. "400 kilometers later, we reach checkpoint 1. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. The only athlete to have made it here is JP Tavari.
Is there food here?
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah.
What's your cap number, Jay?
That's a great question. 51?
Okay.
In general, people don't know what they're signing up for.
Yeah, that was the big attraction for this year as well. Was
The big attraction was coming here. That's good. It's beautiful.
beautiful, eh?
Yeah. It was hot today.
Yeah.
From the second day onwards, we realized the race will be intense for us as organizers as well. We travel south along the border with China, in what used to be the outermost frontier of the Soviet Union. Today, it remains a militarized area. We learn that a few of our cyclists have been stopped by the authorities.
We talk with the commander of the military. It should be okay. They understand the situation. They understand they have riders coming on, okay? The only problem is that they weren't aware of this, okay? If someone can call them and speak in Russian to explain everything we left them. They know they have a list of people coming through, okay? And they have the copy that we left. It's just this, okay? It's just because we want to be sure that the riders can go through.
At Kolsu, not far from the border, we set up checkpoint 2, 350 kilometers from checkpoint 1. We take the opportunity to survey the area. Among the canyons of Kolsu, at 3,500 meters above sea level, there is a spectacular glacial lake, or at least there was, the last time I was here. It is completely dry this season.
Hey man. Keep it up, mate.
Hi.
Jay is the first to reach Kolsu, remaining at the head of the race. We decide to keep the out and back trek to the lake. Not everyone will appreciate this choice.
Did you enjoy the lake? Was it nice?
Yeah.
How was the view?
The mud pit.
I haven't been there yet.
So funny. Just a mud pit.
Exactly, yeah.
On the 5th day, Pierre and Kim reach checkpoint 2, making them 2nd and 3rd in the temporary standings. The others haven't been so lucky. Obstructed by unpredictable weather, health and mechanical failures, 14 participants have already chosen to scratch.
All was going well until a certain point when the wind changed and a thunderstorm came. We got hailed upon. What do you call that? Paul's eyes. And then I got cold. Had to hide in one of those
Sewage.
yeah, one of those big sewage pipes underneath the road. It just fit it, so we just squat a little bit until the worst part was over. So after that, yeah, we just got cold, and then rode all the way up here. Had a good night's sleep. That's it.
By the time Levente conquers his 2nd checkpoint stamp, Kim and Pierre are miles ahead, holding a sizable lead.
When I was at that checkpoint, I checked the distance. Oh, it's 100 kilometers to this checkpoint. I can make it easily, and I barely made it at midnight. When I got to the base of the climb, I stopped for a second, put my head on the handlebar, and woke up after 3 minutes. I literally slept like standing, so. And I was soaking wet, so I knew that I just have to come up. There's a warm yurt waiting for me here.
After checkpoint 2, the route passes through an extremely wild valley with no supply points. Six days from the start of the race, 25 cyclists have dropped out.
We'll see where the day brings us. That's all I can say.
Levente continues his relentless pursuit, but Pierre and Kim remain comfortably in front of him.
They're in much better spirits than they were at CP1.
Yeah.
Oh, CP1, they were destroyed.
We find them in the town of Narion, along the road. Pierre and Kim decide to stop, unaware that Levente is catching up. Meanwhile, Jay continues to dominate the standings. In the past few days, he suffered from heat stroke, but seems to have recovered completely.
What? I'm pretty good. Decent night. About 9,000 feet or something. I got up there a little bit. Slept about 4 hours.
I think it's fair to say that endurance cyclists all have a bit of a wandering soul. Coming to a place like this, feeding that soul with wide open spaces and new frontiers to be taken on, embodies the free-spiritedness of this race, much like the wild horses roaming these plains. It is what I looked for coming back here. Jay is the first to reach Chichkan on Lake Isikul, the third and final checkpoint.
I'm pretty wasted. No, I don't want to get wasted. I'm already wasted. But I would love some, do you have a Coca-Cola? Or is that probably asking too much? Tea would be awesome, please. Okay, thank you. Oh.
We organizers go back to sleep in the town of Narin, where we meet the athletes left behind. It is now the morning of the 7th day.
It's great, yeah, it's great, but shit, it's not easy. It's beyond tough as well. Fuck.
Yeah, a lot of food poisoning around. It's the toughest thing that I've ever done, for sure. So yeah, yesterday was pretty brutal. I really enjoyed the sort of 40% incline, pushing up there, and also dragging my bike out through all the mud to the lake and back. That was fun, in a bizarre kind of way.
So I had an uncomfortable night, but feel like better in the stomach today, just weak now. But that happens, right? It's definitely living up to the plan of being the toughest race, I think. Yeah.
I should have got a couple of them.
Much later, Jay is having breakfast, taking his time.
It's getting hot already.
Without mobile signal, he is completely unaware that Levente has overtaken Pierre and Kim and is rapidly approaching him. We are reaching one of the most brutal passages of the race, Tossor Pass at 3,800 meters altitude. In the midst of a violent thunderstorm, we are once again reminded of the fiercest element of this battle.
Almost there, man. Almost there. That's what I like to know.
Jay reaches the pass after the storm, descending smoothly into Arabelle Valley.
I do these things for a lot of reasons, and they're super hard, but so powerful. The hard times are so worth it in the end. You can only have so many nice days. It's this kind of stuff you don't forget. And it wasn't even that bad. The wind wasn't even up. The wind's up, and you're like, whoo. All right, we'll see you guys.
Cheers, man.
Levente continues his chase, but lacking mobile signal, he has no idea how close he is to Jay.
No, I have a spray. If I have,
Ah, spray.
Spray.
Okay, can we spray it?
Spray, it's okay. Yeah, okay.
We saw the first one, maybe 1 hour ago.
1 hour?
1 hour or
Yeah.
1 hour and a half.
With the goatee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, best.
He told us that would you like maybe motor oil?
If you have, yes. Anything. Even toothpaste. Wow, much better. Thank you, goodbye.
I don't know, did you guys realize there was about 100 kilometers of washboard that was hell? I thought I was gonna be here pretty quick, but I had to stop, and I just had a tough day. Felt good though to get out of there, that's for sure. So I'm looking forward to the next little town. I'm even thinking about guest house in my brain. I'd rather do it and feel good than do it and feel like a turd. It's not good strategy. I think I have some time. Yeah.
When Jay discovers Levente's position, he decides not to make any more stops. Despite Levente's increasing neck pain, he pushes on, and the pursuit between the two goes on throughout the night. Chonkimin, the long valley that rises towards Kazakhstan. We prepare for the winner's arrival at the finish. It's not exactly the welcome from the Tour de France, but I would say that it is in line with the spirit of the race.
No, I can't see the file. And I'm too embarrassed to go back to Lady's house. I've been
After 1,721 kilometers traveled, J.P. Tavari is the first to cross the finish line.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here we see you gotta put flour right in the water.
Yes.
I see you're worshiping me right now. Not in my brain.
But this is a race? And it started in, I guess, New York?
Yeah, it's one to keep for sure.
Jay conquered the race in only 8 days, 8 hours, and 15 minutes.
There you go.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. Cheers.
Just over half the maximum time set in the rules.
Have some riders and see that.
Well earned, man.
Well
Be
done.
proud.
Well done.
Awesome job out there.
You too, man.
Thanks. I thought you were gonna chase me up that hike-a-bike.
Yeah, but I was riding all day, so I gave up.
Hello. Welcome.
My collection is complete now.
It is. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Levente takes second place, followed by Kim and Pierre.
Hello, guys.
Only a third of the participants will succeed in reaching Chongqing, fewer than expected.
Bring out a beer.
Yeah. You guys are going to hold on and chase me down.
I do not know what the future of this race will be. I hope that in the coming years we will return and hold the same spirit of this first journey. It was not just a challenge between athletes, but an adventure in which the landscape dictated the rules. The mountains of Kyrgyzstan appear endless, and we have only begun to explore them.